Yo, what's going on, guys? It's J-Mass, and I'm back again with another dope New England adventure. So I'm going to keep this introduction pretty short, but basically right now I'm inside of an abandoned house. And you can see right now I'm currently in the living room of this abandoned house. This thing is completely desolate. There's not too much in here, but it's completely abandoned and neglected. I don't really know that much about this, if anything. One thing that's kind of weird about this house is the only piece of information I found online about this was that it was built in 2016, which doesn't even seem right to me because this place looks way older than 2016. It actually looks like it was abandoned before 2016, so I don't know why it says that online. It's strange, so I don't believe that. So other than that, I really have no information about this place. But I just want to start off by saying I'm currently in the town of Rutland, Massachusetts. If you don't know, Rutland is a pretty small town in the center of Massachusetts. Like literally, it is the geographic center of the state of Massachusetts. And I was actually given this abandoned house by a viewer. Viewer of the channel actually gave me this a couple months back, and I've held on to it for a bit, but finally found the time to come and check it out. And I'm excited to see what this mysterious abandoned house here in Rutland, Massachusetts has to offer. Again, I really have no information about it, and the only information I could find online just doesn't even seem correct. So we're just going to go into it blind, see what's going on here. As always, guys, if you love urban exploration, checking out abandoned sites, and exploring New England, I'm always doing that on the channel. So feel free to subscribe, or you can follow me on Instagram at JMassOfficial. That's at JMassOfficial. But we're going to get started and check out this really obscure, mysterious abandoned house here in Rutland, Massachusetts. And again, thank you to the viewer who gave me this location. Much appreciated. Yeah, let's check it out. All right, guys, let's get exploring and check out this mysterious abandoned house here in the town of Rutland, Massachusetts. Again, thank you to the viewer who gave me this location. It is much appreciated. So this right here is the living room where I just filmed the introduction. Again, not too much in here. Definitely looks like a lot of vines are growing in here. You even got a bird's nest in the windowsill. So again, I do not think this was built in 2016. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I think this was probably built in the 20th century, the mid to late 20th century. I don't know an exact year yet, but I'm going to look around and hopefully we can find some context clues when this was abandoned. That's what I like doing at abandoned houses, is finding clues, you know, like dates and years and stuff. But there is a bunch of miscellaneous garbage lying around. Like literally there's a garbage can, but some random stuff. Looks like some manuals right there. Just a bunch of random debris lying around. What's that? Oh, just a little decorative piece. There's also some wallpaper left behind, which is really cool. It's always cool seeing abandoned wallpaper. I feel like you don't see that often. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is the living room right here. I think we'll do the upstairs next, which is actually right over here. Or we'll do the upstairs after. I'm going to do the ground floor first, but let's head into here, see what's going on. Just poke around a little bit. So we got another big room right here. Not exactly sure what's inside this room or what it was. Oh, look at that wall, completely deteriorating. Also a lot of cleaning supplies here. Got a broom right there, another one, and a shovel, 2 shovels. Strange. Now this room, I actually came in this way, and this is definitely the kitchen right here. So this at one point was clearly the kitchen, and there's a couple things left behind here in the kitchen. Got a Newman's Own orange juice. I didn't actually check this for dates. April 9th, 2024. So that's a little concerning. 2024, that's this year when I'm filming this. I'm actually filming in March 2024. That expires in April 2024. So there's definitely a squatter living in here, that's for sure. But I did poke around before I started filming, so no one's here. Then some sort of closet in here. Huh, not too much. Yeah, not too much in this little closet right here, but so far, pretty cool. All right, let's go down this little room right here, see what we can find. Bowl right there. There's also a lot of things blocking the hallways in this house, which is strange. Okay, so this is the bathroom right here. Let's see if we can step in. Toilet. Yeah, so this is the bathroom. Wow, the shower's been completely destroyed. Jeez. Yeah, this is a bathroom. Shower just in ruins, glass everywhere. Definitely a very unsafe house to be exploring. This right here is the basement. But I did look earlier and no way we're getting down there because look at that. So this is the basement. The stairs are completely destroyed. No way we're getting down there safely. It's kind of a shame. I feel like the last couple abandoned houses I've explored, we've had no way to get down to the basement. It's either been flooded or destroyed. So it's kind of a shame, but yeah, this is the basement right there. So actually a very short hallway. And ooh, what's in here? I didn't notice this. Oh, so this actually leads to the upstairs. So what is that? Sutter Home Family Vineyards. Oh, wine. That's a wine box. Okay, so this is the front door right here, the front entrance, and this is the upstairs. So I think in a second we'll head upstairs, but so far pretty cool. All right, guys, let's head upstairs. Right now we're going to the upper level of the house. I believe this house is only 2 levels, a ground floor and an upper floor. I don't think there's any other stories here. Again, we'll poke around a little bit, but I really think that's about it. But this, oh shit, is there? Oh, that might be the attic. We'll look in a second, but I don't think there's that much. Ooh, this is cool. So this is obviously broken, but you got a vinyl record right here. John Denver. Wow. It's a John Denver record. If you don't know, he's a guy who wrote the song Country Roads, Take Me Home. You know, West Virginia, that song. That's cool. I love finding abandoned vinyl records. Another one right there. Oh, and that's that Sutter home we just saw earlier. That's cool. Bunch of random stuff here. Oh, shit. 1954. This is really cool, guys. Check this out. So this little booklet right here is from July 1954. This is from the 1950s. That's fucking crazy. That's really old. So it's entirely possible this place was inhabited in the 1950s and maybe abandoned shortly after. Maybe in the 1960s or 70s. That's really cool, actually. I've never seen that in an abandoned house. They're usually a lot later. I mean, kind of makes sense with the vinyl records we saw. That's so cool. And just to give you a little sneak peek, this is the yard right here, the side yard. Check that out. The side yard to the abandoned house. Not too much going on, but wow, that was cool. 1950s. This probably looks like at one point it was the master bedroom right here. Not entirely sure. But yeah, it's completely gutted and empty, not too much going on in here. Let's go into this room. This was also probably another bedroom. Again, completely gutted and empty. Nothing going on in here. Oh, there's some back rooms over here. Interesting. Again, not too much going on in here. What is that? It's probably some sort of closet. Wow, this floor is a little, this floor is in rough shape. Sorry about just randomly cutting off, guys. I was actually feeling a little uneasy in here, to be honest, but just looked around a bit more and I'm all set. But I just had a little bit of an uneasy feeling, which I do get sometimes in abandoned spots. Okay, so let's head in here. This is the last major room I think we'll be exploring. So I actually came in from down there. This door is completely blocked, so there's no way to get down there from this angle, but back there, it's like some sort of shed or workshop. I'll show you that last, but up here, I believe, is the attic. This is the attic, I think. Or some sort of workshop. Check this out. Actually looks like there's quite a bit of stuff in here. So this right here is the backyard. The backyard of the abandoned house, which is cool. And again, bunch of random stuff. This looks like a really vintage shoe advertisement. Worcester, Massachusetts. Is there a date? No date. But that looks like a vintage shoe advertisement. Wow, this is from 1967. 1967 rental ticket. What is this? No date on that. So everything we've been finding so far, with the exception of the orange juice, has been very old. Oh, do you hear that? Fucking scared the shit out of me. This thing just completely closed. I was like, what the fuck? Alright. Definitely feeling a little uneasy in this house. Okay, so this is from Oakdale, Massachusetts. I don't know what that is. Jehovah's Witness. Wow, it's just so much weird shit in here. I'm going to poke around a little bit more off camera, but so far everything we've found has been 1950s or 1960s. So a lot of old stuff in this house, which leads me to believe that this house was probably abandoned sometime in the 1970s or 1980s. I don't know why it says 2016 online. Makes no sense. Vermont life. Yeah, pretty cool though. All right, guys, so I'm going to poke around a little bit off camera, but so far, a lot of stuff from the 1950s and 1960s. Really cool. Okay, guys, so I think we're going to head up here now. I believe this is actually the last part of the house we can really explore. This is the attic. So this right here is the attic of the abandoned house here in the town of Rutland, Massachusetts. I don't know how sturdy these floorboards are, to be honest. They don't look that sturdy, as you can see, but yeah, so this is the attic right here at the very top of the house. Again, tons of vines growing in, probably a lot of birds' nests, a lot of random wires. So I'm not gonna be messing around too much in here, but I did just want to give you a brief look of the attic. What is that? Bunch of drywall right there, some weird steamer. I think that's a steamer. And then a bunch of random debris there. So not too much going on up here, but yeah, this is the attic. Just wanted to show you guys that. So now I think we're gonna head back down. I'm gonna go back down to the ground floor, see if there's anything else I missed. And then I think that's really about it, but really cool abandoned house so far. You know, I've been to a couple abandoned houses on this channel, and most of the time they were abandoned relatively recently, like from the 90s to the 2010s. This is the first abandoned house I've seen where there's like a bunch of shit from like the mid 20th century. I mean, we found stuff like that. That was from 1954. We saw something from 1967. I looked a little bit off camera. I saw something from 1963. So there's a lot of old things in here. So this house is significantly older than I expected. And whoever inhabited it was definitely living in the mid 20th century, which is really cool. But yeah, we're back on the ground floor again. I think I'm gonna head back over to the kitchen. I'll show you guys the last room of the house. And I think that about does it for this mysterious abandoned house given to me by a viewer. Really cool. All right, guys, so this is the very last thing I wanna show you before I head out. This is in the very back of the house. So for reference, we came from over there. That was where everything we just explored was. Now we're in the very back end of the house, and this, I believe, was some sort of workshop or shed. Looks like there was a lot of tool equipment and wood and stuff. So I definitely think this was for, you know, handicrafts, craftsmanship. Tool or a workshop, that's my guess. But again, there's still quite a bit of debris here. I looked around and nothing too old like what we saw upstairs. Yeah, nothing super old, but there's some cool stuff. I mean, you got some random ass ice skates right there, which is strange. Actually, I didn't see that. Chilton's Auto, oh shit, I was wrong. Look at that, 1961. A Chilton's Auto Repair Manual from 1961. That's so cool. So another really old manual right there. We've found so many cool old things here, which is dope. And then this back here is the actual shed. I'm not gonna go too much further in here, but yeah, this is the shed itself. Backyard right over there. Pretty cool. So yeah, this is the extent of the abandoned house. I'll show you guys the front in a second, and then I think that's about it, but that was really cool to see. Dope stuff. And To end off the video, guys, this right here is the abandoned house from the front. So this is the front side of the abandoned house, as you can see, completely painted white, although the paint has definitely been chipping away with time. But this thing is completely derelict and decrepit. I mean, it's clear this thing has been abandoned and neglected for quite some time, decades, I'd even say. And considering all the old things we saw inside, I think that makes sense. I don't think anyone has actively lived here other than squatters, possibly, for the last couple decades. This thing is completely abandoned, but really cool to see, and I had a lot of fun checking it out. Again, I've never been to an abandoned spot with that many super old artifacts left behind. Usually I find stuff from like the 80s or 90s, 2000s, 2010s. This was the first abandoned house where I've seen stuff from the 50s and 60s, so that was really cool. But yeah, this is the abandoned mysterious house here in Rutland, Massachusetts. And I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I felt very uneasy in there the whole time, which I usually don't feel that uneasy in abandoned places. I mean, you guys know I'm always exploring by myself. I'm pretty overconfident, but something about this place had me feeling very uneasy. I don't really know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but just something about this place I felt very uneasy. So highly would not recommend ever exploring an abandoned place by yourself. It's typically very unsafe and dangerous. But yeah, pretty cool. Again, thank you to the viewer who showed me this really cool building. Oh, and lastly, just to give you a really quick glimpse, this is the yard right here. So this abandoned house has a massive side yard. Check this out. Obviously, it's in very poor condition because no one's regularly maintaining it, but this is their massive abandoned side yard right here. And then again, you got the house right there. So really cool stuff. Abandoned house, abandoned yard. Pretty dope. Hey, thank you guys for joining me. I've been J-Mass as always, and this has been another dope New England adventure. So today we checked out a mysterious abandoned house in the town of Rutland, Massachusetts, the geographic center of Massachusetts, and it was really cool to see. I love exploring abandoned houses. There's always so many weird and unique trinkets and artifacts inside. And as I say in every fucking video, that's the stuff I love the most, is finding cool little trinkets left behind in abandoned locations. So that was a lot of fun. And again, huge thank you to the guy who gave me this location in the first place. I would not have known about this spot if not for him. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, that was a very interesting abandoned house. A lot of stuff from the 50s and 60s. Definitely gave me a bit of an uneasy feeling. There was just something off about that house. I don't know what it was, but had me feeling a little creeped out, to be honest, but still really cool to see. As always, guys, if you love urban exploration, checking out abandoned sites and exploring New England, I'm always doing that on this channel, so feel free to subscribe to the channel, or you can follow me on Instagram at JMassOfficial. That's at JMassOfficial. But yeah, this was another abandoned house for the books. We've checked out many. This is the most recent one, and I think next I'm going to go to the Rutland prison camps. That's right, the Rutland prison camps are just right over there. I'm going to head there next. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.